And she joins us now with the latest developments. Christy.
Dana and Hank, damage that looks just like the damage from the plane of Flight 261 has been found on the same kind of parts in 2 more Alaska MD-80s. That was enough for the FAA to issue an emergency order. Alaska mechanics found the damage in 2 planes, one in Seattle, the other in Portland. Metal shavings indicating wear or damage to the plane's jack screws. The jack screw is the mechanism that moves the aircraft stabilizer up and down, keeping the plane level.
Specifically what we're talking about is there were metal shavings and filings.
Alaska immediately grounded its planes and ordered repairs. They say the 2 planes are even newer than the jet known as Flight 261. Investigators are trying to understand why they'd have problems.
Definitely things they'll be looking at is where did these aircraft, how new they were, look at other aircraft that were built around the same time.
The FAA issued its emergency order just hours after learning of Alaska's discovery. It covers more than 2,000 planes across the country. Airlines have 3 days to complete the checks. If some of the airlines do take 3 days to inspect their jets, is the public at risk, the flying public?
Well, the MD-80 has been flying for a long time, and if it was this jack screw that was the cause or a cause in the AlaskaAirlines accident, it would be the first case that we know of that this happened. So that's why we're taking the action to see what we can find. If we felt that there was a risk to the public that should not allow these aircraft to be flown until they were inspected or work made on them, then we have that in our arsenal, so to speak. We could have taken that action.
Meanwhile, new information tonight from the crash investigation itself. The FAA says the metal strips found on the recovered jack screw probably came from the nut that's supposed to hold it in place. Bolstering the theory, Bay Area Mechanics for Alaska outlined exclusively for Channel 5 that the nut stripped out, letting the jack screw break free and freezing the jet's horizontal stabilizer in a dangerous position, pointing the aircraft's nose down. As we have reported, the jack screws are supposed to be checked in heavy maintenance checks called C-checks. Alaska does theirs at its Oakland hangar. Sources who saw the maintenance logs say the jack screw of Flight 261's plane was not replaced or repaired in its 1997 maintenance check. Today, NTSB investigators are also inspecting maintenance logs for clues.
Do we know whether we're talking about a mechanical error or a human error?
Well, that's a crucial question when they're trying to find out. It's really too early to tell. We do know so far no other airline has reported jack screw problems, but most planes have yet to be inspected, so it's too early to say anything.
The FAA said 3 days, check the planes. What happens if they can't get the fleet checked? There are what, 2,000 MD-80s and 717s in the air?
If it's not voluntary anymore, it's you better do it. So if they don't do it, then they can ground them or else penalize them. But what airline would not want to do this? The public certainly wants it done.
Absolutely. Christy, thank you.
You're welcome.